Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Spotlight with me, Sam Ali. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day. Hopefully, you are trying to stay cool because this weather that we got—I don't know if you've seen. I'm glistening right now. It has just been almost unbearably hot the last couple of days. Specifically today, I mean, this is probably going to be the peak of it right now at this time, but man, it is a doozy. It is really, really, really hot out there. So I'll start off with, I guess, I don't consider it the biggest news, but do want to confirm that today is my last day at Mid-Michigan Now, and we'll get more to that later on. But for now, we had a pretty big announcement today. We've actually been waiting for it. Usually, this announcement comes up a little bit mid-July, but it took a little bit of time. But there was a reason behind it, because the Vehicle City Gridiron Classic announced the matchups and also announced that it will be adding a second venue. That venue is the Don Batchelor Field at Grand Blanc High School. So day one on that Thursday will be August 29th. That'll have two games at 4 p.m. Muskegon Catholic Central will take on New Lothrop. And then in the nightcap at 7 o'clock, Muskegon Mona Shores will take on the hosts, Grand Blanc. And then on the following day, August 30th, at Atwood Stadium, we've got Flint Southwestern taking on Bentley at 1 p.m. And then at 4 p.m., Lakeville takes on Bendel. Super cool. I don't know why when I first heard about this, I was under the impression that all the games were going to be in Grand Blanc. I should have just kept reading. And to find out that it's going to be split. No word. I mean, I didn't hear anything today about if this is going to be the format moving forward, but I think it's really, really cool. In talking with the organizers, there wasn't this like big backstory to it. They just kind of figured, hey, how cool would it be if we were able to, split the festivities where you have this this field that was, around, for this is going into its second year. And then Atwood Stadium, which has been around for 95 years. A really interesting dynamic. Obviously, the coaches and all the players from all the teams are super, super excited. So you'll get to hear from some of them and from some of the organizers later tonight at 10 and 11 on Mid-Michigan Now. And also, we'll have all of the interviews and all of the reactions from Southwestern, Bentley, Lakeville, Bendel, all of those teams. That'll be made available on our website. So you can check out how excited these teams are and how special it is to have an event like this where, there might not be a situation where any of these players, any of these teams would be able to participate in a game like that at Atwood Stadium, one of the best venues in Mid-Michigan. So super cool opportunity for them. So yeah, we'll have that later tonight. But I did want to touch on, I haven't been able to get a chance to talk about the Lions. I mean, the Detroit Lions back at training camp, getting that work in. One of the most anticipated seasons in recent memory is going to be happening very soon. And I just wanted to hit on who I believe are going to be the three most important players for this upcoming season. No pressure, but these three guys are going to be the key to the success of if we will see the Detroit Lions hoist a Lombardi trophy. So number 3 is definitely going to be Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson is really the analytics darling. When you look at his numbers just at surface, at face value, you'll think to yourself, oh, no big deal. I mean, just over 20 sacks in his first 2 years, while other guys are, getting close to 30. But when you look at the analytical stats, pressures, QB hits, he's top 3, top 2 I believe he was number 1 in quarterback hits last year. So the key for Aiden Hutchinson is going to be turning those QB hits, those pressures, into sacks. And he definitely has the talent to be able to do that and to be able to figure out what defenses are doing to him that isn't allowing for those sack totals to become as high as they should be. Now, obviously, there's going to have to be help on the defensive line, and that's where a lot of people have been critical of the Lions. Get Aiden help, get Aiden help. That's what everyone has been saying all offseason, and they really stuck to their guns. Marcus Davenport, I don't know if he's going to be that much of a difference maker on the defensive line. James Houston last year was just basically a wash with the injury. So you hope he can come back and he can recapture that flair that he had in his rookie season. And then obviously inside with Ali McNeil, DJ Reader, hopefully they can occupy some space, create those free lanes for Aiden Hutchinson to, again, rack up those sack totals and really help out this defense as a whole. Number 2, staying on the defensive end, defensive side of the ball, it's got to be Terrion Arnold, the rookie out of Alabama, cornerback. Now, I understand Carlton Davis is, going to probably be CB1 on the defense, but man, I feel like he's kind of a descending talent. Injuries have kind of, torn him apart since Tampa Bay won that Super Bowl. So a lot of pressure is going to be on Terrion Arnold, and Terrion Arnold, I feel like, is going to have to be good very, very quickly. We saw Sauce Gardner win Rookie of the Year. So it is possible, but I mean, it is rare if we're being totally honest. But man, are they going to need him? And obviously, Ennis Rakestraw Jr., who's maybe mostly going to be occupying kind of like the slot wide receivers, but Terrion Arnold is going to have to be really good very soon, because if there is any major weakness on this entire roster, it is definitely the secondary. For as much as the talent, Melifonwu, Branch, Arnold, Rakestraw, Davis. I mean, talent-wise, you would think this is a very good squad. So you hope that the additions on the boundaries is really going to push these guys forward. And again, Aiden Hutchinson and getting that pressure to the quarterback is definitely going to help the secondary. And if the secondary can hold its own, that's going to help the defensive line, really working in tandem. But the number 1 guy, I mean, it's got to be, everyone's been saying it. It's got to be Jameson Williams. We've seen flashes. We've seen what this guy can do. The last time we saw him was in that NFC Championship game where he just showed off his versatility, his speed, and his game-breaking ability. And, no one's saying, oh, we need 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. He's just got to be that game breaker. He's got to be that guy that they drafted him for. We had a full off season of no issues, no problems, very quiet. And now in training camp, just positivity, pumping him up from everyone. It's not just the players, but the people there, the media who are observing him, are saying he's got a whole new mentality and he is going to be key. Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to do what he does. Top 5 wide receiver. Sam Laporta is going to do what he does. The run game is going to, take care of business. But what's going to put this team over the top is the game-breaking ability of Jameson Williams. And I really think he can get there. It's just the infrastructure is there. The coaching staff, it's just the right people. Everything is, pointing up. And yet Lions fans are just waiting. They're just oh man, there's something bad around the corner. I feel like that. I feel like there's a lot of Lions fans who are just this is too good to be true. There's no way this is going to happen. Something bad is going to happen. But yeah, Aiden Hutchinson, Terrion Arnold, Jameson Williams. The 3, in my opinion, the 3 most important players to the success of the Detroit Lions this upcoming season. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But of course, I'm going to be following from afar because, like I mentioned, to open up the segment, that today is my final day at Mid-Michigan now. 2 years, just a little over 2 years here in Mid-Michigan. And man, how eventful it was. I mean, I got to see 2 Lions playoff wins. I got to see Michigan win the national championship. Several high school championships that I got to see. If, as it stands, the last game that I covered was Powers Catholic Baseball winning its first championship in 4 decades. So that's kind of a really cool lasting memory that I'm going to have. But I mean, you know, like I said, all of the championships, Powers Catholic boys hockey the year before, Beecher, seeing them win their state championship in boys basketball, and just so many other teams, all of the football teams that made deep runs, the teams that came out of nowhere and had Cinderella runs. I mean, like I said, 2 years. I mean, and so much happened at the national level and at the local level. So I had a lot of fun. It was awesome, and definitely want to thank, you know, all the viewers, everyone who follows me on social media, and, you know, the players, the coaches, athletic directors, the parents. I appreciate it, man. Everything. I appreciate it, because without the players, what am I? Just a guy with some dad jokes and, you know, constantly ripping on the Pistons. That's it. That's the sportscast. If it wasn't for these players and their stories, and it's going to be a blast. I always try to follow the players that I meet here and see where their successes lead them. So it was super cool. It was a lot of fun. And you know, Michigan is home. For those who don't know, originally from Dearborn, graduated from Wayne State University in Detroit. So it was really awesome to be able to be back home and be able to be close to home and stuff. So as for, obviously, everyone always asking, what's the plan? Huh? What's the future hold? Well, I've always been the type of person who is just, you know what? Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. We'll see what happens. Nothing, you know, I'm not tied down to anything right now. Gonna, you know, stick around in the community, pop up here and there and stuff. You know, Mid-Michigan is cool. I'm going to be here for a while. So if you see me out, please come say hi. I don't bite. I might look like it. I might have like a hat and sunglasses and walking around like, all right, don't bother me. No, that's not that. Please come say hi. It was super cool. It was really good. But please definitely tune in tonight at 6, 10, and 11 on Mid-Michigan Now. I don't know who's, you know, what else is going to happen, whether there's surprises, but we'll talk, like I said, Gridiron Classic. We'll have some Tigers. It's going to be a good time. And I hope everybody comes and watches tonight. We're going to have I hope there's not going to be any crazy send off or anything like that. I hope. I'm telling you, that's just not my thing. I hope not. I don't do good in those kind of situations. But again, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody. And enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great one.